Day 40.
Absorb, 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 absorb,
흡수하다.
absorb. A sponge can absorb lots of water. A sponge can absorb lots of water.
스펀지는 많은 물을 흡수할 수 있다.
A sponge can absorb lots of water. A sponge can absorb lots of water. Ascend, 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 ascend,
오르다, 올라가다.
ascend. The airplane started to ascend steeply. The airplane started to ascend steeply.
비행기는 가파르게 올라가기 시작했다.
The airplane started to ascend steeply. The airplane started to ascend steeply. Blast, 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 blast,
폭발, 폭파하다.
blast. The cork blasted from the bottle like a missile. The cork blasted from the bottle like a missile.
코르크 마개가 미사일처럼 병에서 발사됐다.
The cork blasted from the bottle like a missile. The cork blasted from the bottle like a missile. Despite, 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 despite,
무엇에도 불구하고.
despite. It survived despite the cold. It survived despite the cold.
그것은 추위에도 불구하고 살아남았다.
It survived despite the cold. It survived despite the cold. Disarrange, 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 disarrange,
어지럽다, 혼란시키다.
disarrange. The utility pole is completely disarranged. The utility pole is completely disarranged.
전신주가 완전히 어수선하다.
The utility pole is completely disarranged. The utility pole is completely disarranged. Disguise, 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 disguise,
위장하다, 변장.
disguise. He is truly a master of disguise. He is truly a master of disguise.
그는 진정한 변장의 달인이다.
He is truly a master of disguise. He is truly a master of disguise. Disgust, 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 disgust,
역겹게 하다, 혐오감.
disgust. He wrinkled his nose in disgust at the smell. He wrinkled his nose in disgust at the smell.
그는 역겨운 냄새에 코를 찡그렸다.
He wrinkled his nose in disgust at the smell. He wrinkled his nose in disgust at the smell. Eliminate, 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 eliminate,
제거하다, 삭제하다.
eliminate. A dentist is eliminating a tooth. A dentist is eliminating a tooth.
치과 의사가 이를 뽑고 있다.
A dentist is eliminating a tooth. A dentist is eliminating a tooth. Endure, 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 endure,
참다, 견디다.
endure. He cannot endure it much longer. He cannot endure it much longer.
그는 그것을 더 이상 견딜 수 없다.
He cannot endure it much longer. He cannot endure it much longer. Escort, escort. Escort, escort.
호의, 호의하다.
Escort. A mother is escorting her child. A mother is escorting her child.
엄마가 아이를 에스코트하고 있다.
A mother is escorting her child. A mother is escorting her child. Explode, explode. Explode, explode.
폭발하다, 터뜨리다.
Explode. The bomb exploded in the city. The bomb exploded in the city.
도시에서 폭탄이 터졌다.
The bomb exploded in the city. The bomb exploded in the city. Fragment, fragment. Fragment, fragment.
부수다, 조각, 파편.
Fragment. This cup will fragment into small pieces. This cup will fragment into small pieces.
이 컵은 산산조각 날 것이다.
This cup will fragment into small pieces. This cup will fragment into small pieces. Harsh, harsh. Harsh, harsh.
가혹한, 혹독한.
Harsh. The punishment was harsh and cruel. The punishment was harsh and cruel.
그 처벌은 가혹하고 잔인했다.
The punishment was harsh and cruel. The punishment was harsh and cruel. Identity, identity. Identity, identity.
신원, 정체, 유사성.
Identity. She used many pen names to conceal her true identity. She used many pen names to conceal her true identity.
그녀는 신분을 감추기 위해 많은 가명을 사용했다.
She used many pen names to conceal her true identity. She used many pen names to conceal her true identity. Imprint, imprint. Imprint, imprint.
색이다, 각인.
Imprint. She imprinted her lips on the cup. She imprinted her lips on the cup.
그는 컵에 입술 자국을 남겼다.
She imprinted her lips on the cup. She imprinted her lips on the cup. Neat, neat. Neat, neat.
단정한, 깔끔한.
Neat. Her hair is neatly combed. Her hair is neatly combed.
그녀의 머리카락이 말끔하게 빗겨져 있다.
Her hair is neatly combed. Her hair is neatly combed. Overwhelm, overwhelm. Overwhelm, overwhelm.
압도하다, 제압하다.
Overwhelm. He is overwhelmed by the excessive public interest. He is overwhelmed by the excessive public interest.
그는 대중의 지나친 관심에 어쩔 줄을 몰랐다.
He is overwhelmed by the excessive public interest. He is overwhelmed by the excessive public interest. Persevere, persevere. Persevere, persevere.
인내하다, 꾸준히 계속하다.
Persevere. I hope that he will persevere to the end. I hope that he will persevere to the end.
나는 그가 끝까지 인내하기를 바란다.
I hope that he will persevere to the end. I hope that he will persevere to the end. persist, 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 persist,
지속하다, 고집하다.
persist. He persisted in the behavior to the end. He persisted in the behavior to the end.
그는 그 행동을 끝까지 고집했다.
He persisted in the behavior to the end. He persisted in the behavior to the end. Pretend, 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 pretend,
가장하다, 무엇무엇인 척하다.
pretend. He is trying to pretend to be someone else. He is trying to pretend to be someone else.
그는 다른 사람인 척하려고 노력하고 있다.
He is trying to pretend to be someone else. He is trying to pretend to be someone else. Rake, 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 rake,
갈퀴로 모으다.
rake. Rake up the leaves in the yard and burn them. Rake up the leaves in the yard and burn them.
마당의 낙엽을 갈퀴로 모아서 태워라.
Rake up the leaves in the yard and burn them. Rake up the leaves in the yard and burn them. Resist, 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 resist,
견디다, 저항하다.
resist. He is doing his best to resist the overwhelming power. He is doing his best to resist the overwhelming power.
그는 압도적인 힘을 견뎌내기 위해 최선을 다하고 있다.
He is doing his best to resist the overwhelming power. He is doing his best to resist the overwhelming power. Ridicule, 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 ridicule,
비웃다, 조롱하다.
ridicule. He is the one who should be ridiculed. He is the one who should be ridiculed.
조롱거리가 돼야 할 사람은 바로 그이다.
He is the one who should be ridiculed. He is the one who should be ridiculed. Scarcely, 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 scarcely,
겨우, 가까스로.
scarcely. The two planes scarcely avoided a crash. The two planes scarcely avoided a crash.
그 비행기들은 충돌을 가까스로 모면했다.
The two planes scarcely avoided a crash. The two planes scarcely avoided a crash. Scare, 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 scare,
공포, 겁먹다.
scare. I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you.
당신을 겁주려던 건 아니었다.
I didn't mean to scare you. I didn't mean to scare you. Scent, 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 scent,
향기, 냄새.
scent. She loves the scent of flowers. She loves the scent of flowers.
그녀는 꽃향기를 좋아한다.
She loves the scent of flowers. She loves the scent of flowers. Scream, 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 scream,
비명, 소리치다.
scream. She let out a scream of pain. She let out a scream of pain.
그녀는 고통에 찬 비명을 내질렀다.
She let out a scream of pain. She let out a scream of pain. Seduce, 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 seduce,
꿰다, 유혹하다.
seduce. She seduces men with her charm and an apple. She seduces men with her charm and an apple.
그녀는 자신의 매력과 사과로 남자들을 유혹한다.
She seduces men with her charm and an apple. She seduces men with her charm and an apple. Soak, 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 soak,
목욕, 담그다.
soak. Soak your body in a bathtub filled with warm bubbles. Soak your body in a bathtub filled with warm bubbles.
따뜻한 거품수로 채운 욕조에 몸을 푹 담가라.
Soak your body in a bathtub filled with warm bubbles. Soak your body in a bathtub filled with warm bubbles. Stabilize, 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 stabilize,
안정되다, 안정시키다.
stabilize. He is wearing a neck stabilizer. He is wearing a neck stabilizer.
그는 목 보조기를 착용하고 있다.
He is wearing a neck stabilizer. He is wearing a neck stabilizer. Sustain, 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 sustain,
지탱하다, 유지하다.
sustain. This spring is strong enough to sustain the tension. This spring is strong enough to sustain the tension.
이 스프링은 장력을 이겨내기에 충분히 강하다.
This spring is strong enough to sustain the tension. This spring is strong enough to sustain the tension. Swear, 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 swear,
맹세하다, 욕을 하다.
swear. The couple swore each other eternal love. The couple swore each other eternal love.
그 연인은 서로 영원한 사랑을 맹세했다.
The couple swore each other eternal love. The couple swore each other eternal love. Threat, 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 threat,
위협, 협박.
threat. The robber threatened him with a gun. The robber threatened him with a gun.
그 강도는 총으로 그를 위협했다.
The robber threatened him with a gun. The robber threatened him with a gun. Trim, 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 trim,
다듬다, 손질하다.
trim. The ends of her hair are being trimmed. The ends of her hair are being trimmed.
그녀의 머리끝이 다듬어지고 있다.
The ends of her hair are being trimmed. The ends of her hair are being trimmed. Unfinished, 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 unfinished,
끝나지 않은.
unfinished. He has a bit of unfinished work to do. He has a bit of unfinished work to do.
그는 끝내지 못한 일이 좀 남아 있다.
He has a bit of unfinished work to do. He has a bit of unfinished work to do. Unleash, 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 unleash,
속박을 풀다, 끈을 풀어주다.
unleash. Be careful when you unleash your dog. Be careful when you unleash your dog.
개를 풀어줄 때는 조심해야 한다.
Be careful when you unleash your dog. Be careful when you unleash your dog. Unless, 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 unless.
무엇이 아니면 무엇 이외에는
unless. Don't speak a word unless it is necessary. Don't speak a word unless it is necessary.
필요한 게 아니면 한마디도 하지 마라.
Don't speak a word unless it is necessary. Don't speak a word unless it is necessary. Unquestionable. 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 Unquestionable.
의심할 여지 없는.
Unquestionable. I took it to be an unquestionable fact. I took it to be an unquestionable fact.
나는 그것을 의심할 수 없는 사실로 받아들였다.
I took it to be an unquestionable fact. I took it to be an unquestionable fact. Untreated. 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 Untreated.
치료받지 않는, 가공되지 않은.
Untreated. Untreated depression can become a serious problem. Untreated depression can become a serious problem.
우울증을 방치하면 심각한 문제가 될 수 있다.
Untreated depression can become a serious problem. Untreated depression can become a serious problem. Whereas. 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 Whereas.
반면, 무엇임에 반해.
Whereas. One man agrees with the opinion, whereas the other disagrees. One man agrees with the opinion, whereas the other disagrees.
한 사람이 그 의견에 동의하는 반면 다른 한 사람은 반대한다.
One man agrees with the opinion, whereas the other disagrees. One man agrees with the opinion, whereas the other disagrees.